games of the regular season, and if you look at the standings, I actually still have a chance to come in first. I'm gonna have to win out with Pittsburgh losing out, and then to win this game, I would clinch first place in the Atlantic Division in the first year of the expansion draft. So let's go. Oshawa 32, Boston Bruins. It's gonna be a dandy. This could be an Eastern semifinals preview. So we're gonna go with our pink jerseys. We're gonna get Jacob Markstrom starting, so we're gonna go make sure that's all in line. We'll start Saros one of the last 3 games, but this is where you got to go with the number 1 goalie from Oshawa, the Brazzers.com arena. I did do some broadcasting for the real Oshawa, but we're underway. Bruins coming with a 47-26-6 record against Oshawa's 48-23-8 record here in their opening season. Tuukka Rask again starts 38-20-1 with a 2.57 GA and 9-12 save percentage and 5 shots on the year. Going up in Jacob Markstrom 33-18-6, 2.87 GA, 902 save percentage and 4 shutouts on the season. It's Matt Duchene versus Patrice Bergeron taking the opening face-off. And the puck's underway. It's won by Duchene. Duchene over to Giordano, back to Duchene. Duchene over to Yanni Gourde with a quick shot. Saved by Tuukka Rask. And we got an early good glove save there by Rask, who coming in with a 38 wins, which is second behind Martin Jones for the most in the NHL. Duchene staying on there, his line. This time he doesn't win the faceoff against Bergeron. Obviously, anytime you can win a faceoff against Patrice Bergeron, that's a win in itself. The best faceoff guy in the NHL. Bruins coming down the other way. Passes in front. Oh, it just misses the wide of the net. And Markstrom was way out of position. And now Oshawa gets the puck up to Duchene. Duchene trying to make a move. Gets knocked off by Torrey Krug, and back the other way come the Bruins. It's Marchand and Bergeron. Bergeron and Marchand. Todd to forward coming off a 5-goal game against the Detroit Red Wings in the last one. Trying to make a saucer pass to Duchene there, but to no avail. Now the Bruins coming back the other way, crossing the blue line, passing in front to Pasternak, and Bergeron, I should say. Bergeron gets his shot blocked. Bergeron now over to Marchand. Marchand gets pickpocketed by Toffoli. Toffoli with an ill-advised pass to Duchene, and Boston comes back the other way. Here's Krug to Pasternak. Just gonna make sure the commentating is off. So I do apologize. Yeah, see, it was on. And now we're good to go. Here's Riley Smith around the net. He sees Gourde. Gourde's coming on the end of a long shift. He's going to have to come up but can't. Now Marchand coming back the other way. Gets knocked off the puck. Patrick with a shot. Krejci with a shot. Saved by Markstrom, who will play it to Giordano safely. Gourde still on the ice. Looking for Riley Smith. Can't get it. And he'll have to go off on a line change. Now the second line with Henry, Anders Lee, and Riley Smith come out. Boston dumps it in for a dump and chase. Brent Burns picks up the puck. Makes a little nice toe drag, but gets pickpocketed. No, it's gonna be a hooking call, a tripping call, in fact, on David Pasternak. And Oshawa will go to their first power play. Top 5 in the league in the power play, gets their first chance of the night. Henrique looking to win the faceoff, but can't win the offensive zone faceoff, and Boston will dump it down the ice, killing some needed time. Now Spurgeon looking up to Henrique. Henrique tries to cut to the middle, makes a move, back to the middle, over to Riley Smith. Oh, and it goes off a skating wide, and out of the zone it goes. Now comes Capo Caco, the rookie sensation. Tries to make a play, and he goes a little too much fancy as he and the offense for the Oshawa go offside. Now the first power play unit coming out with a minute 17 left to go in the first. Oshawa 7-2-1 in the last 10. Those 2 losses coming against the Sharks and the Pittsburgh Penguins, 2 of the top teams in the league. Now Boston able to get the puck. Bergeron trying to make a pass. Now Oshawa's got numbers. Here's Duchene. Duchene with Toffoli. Toffoli with a shot. Great pad save there by Tuukka Rask. Duchesne still has it. Look at Toffoli, and another save by Tuukka Rask. Couple big saves in close for Tuukka Rask. Top 10 hits. You got Brent Burns, 289. Not even close, but the next two after him are both Mark Giordano and Jared Spurgeon, respectively. So the top three all coming from Oshawa. Now Spurgeon, just mentioned him. He gets a shot. It goes off a player and goes wide. Capocacco tries to keep it in. He does, but Boston able to get the puck from him and out. And that will do it for the power play as the Bruins do a good job on the penalty kill. Now Spurgeon. He looks for Riley Smith. He can't get to Riley Smith. Now he gets hooked up. It's Pastrnak right off the box. Heinen nearly puts it past Markstrom in the back of the net, but doesn't. Now Henrique. Over to Riley Smith. Riley Smith coming in. Taking a shot. He shoots and scores! Riley Smith with a nice dangle into the middle of the ice. Taking a shot and beating Tuukka Rask. High glove side. Riley Smith's 19th of the season. He was a big addition for Oshawa at the trade deadline, getting him to play on that second line, coming in right through a screen and in the back of the net. I don't even know if Tuukka Rask saw that one. Oshawa with the early 1-0 lead here in the first 10 minutes of the first period. Smith's 19th from Henrique and Spurgeon. Now Ryan Strom's line comes on, the fourth line for Oshawa with Evan Rodriguez. Boston able to keep it in. Now they don't. Now it's Rodriguez coming in. Looks to make a move. Makes a move but forgets the puck, and Boston comes back the other way. But no, it's picked off by Oshawa. Oshawa coming back. Now it's Boston with the puck. Boston looking to Miller. JT Miller to Charlie Coyle. To Nordstrom. To Miller. Trying to get it. Hits a couple buys in front, and Oshawa able to get the puck out. Nordstrom gets it right before it's an icing call. He gets smoked by Ryan Strome, and that's going to be a delayed penalty on that one. A bad penalty right there by Ryan Strome, who gets 5 minutes and a game misconduct for that boarding call, and he is sent to the dressing room. That'll be a max penalty for Oshawa. And Boston now has a 5-minute power play. A 5-minute power play that doesn't expire even if they score. Looking to pass in front, saved by Markstrom in close. A huge pad save in close. Now Soderberg gets it up to Henrique. Henrique tries to make a move, but he forgets the puck. Looks like we're having a little bit of a icing problem. Pastrnak coming back in the other way. He looks to pass it to the point, and he does, but then it gets stolen by Oshawa. Soderberg will dump it in, kill some time. 1 minute into this power play, and Boston has had a couple shots. And another chance, but it's blocked. And now Henrique is going to pass it up to Soderberg. Soderberg going to take some time off the clock, just take a quick shot, and an easy save by Rask, who plays it off quickly. Boston coming back the other way to Bergeron. Bergeron tries to make a pass, and stolen from Henry. Now Chara, the captain, over to Pastrnak, to Marchand. Marchand in with Bergeron. Bergeron 2-0, but Markstrom's there to make a good pad save. Now Oshawa able to get it out. Henry goes around Charlie McAvoy with a huge play. Gets a shot, tries to go short side, but doesn't. It kills some much needed time. Half the power play is gone. And Boston looking to get their first shot on the power play, and they do. Another big save by Markstrom. Another save by Markstrom. And it's kept out of the zone, and Oshawa is able to dump it down the ice. McAvoy to Coyle. Coyle coming in. Looking to make a move. Does it. It gets stopped. And Matt Duchesne nearly had a breakaway. Now he's made a move. Now he's got a chance to score. Short-handed. Doesn't. Gord with the rebound. Oh, and it just misses the net. Matt Duchesne almost had a breakaway. Keeps it in. Duchesne to Gord. Gord's just getting up from taking a hit. Oshawa doing a very good job defensively, keeping the puck out of Boston's zone. Out of their own zone for Boston to score. Now it's Gord. Gord coming in with Henrique. He'll just dump it down and kill some valuable time. 50 seconds to go on this max penalty, which saw Ryan Strome take a game misconduct boarding call and is out for the rest of the game. Try Coyle with the shot, and it's hit off a stick and goes wide. And it's played by Markstrom. Now it's Burns over to Giordano to Henrique. And Henrique gets stopped. Now it's Heinen coming back the other way with Clinching. Clinching, good glove save there by Markstrom. And they're able to play it, but they take another penalty. It's going to be a 5-on-3 for 7 seconds for Boston after that tripping call. Markstrom decided to play it a little bit out of the Oshawa defenseman stick and went right to Boston. The only thing they could do was to trip him. Now one of those penalties expired, but there's still a 5-on-4. Right check to Bergeron, in close. Saved by Markstrom, who's looked sharp here early in the first. Now Zach Bogosian coming out. He doesn't go this far usually, but he's made it to the blue line and then gives the puck away. Now Pastrnak looking to make a move. Passes to Char to Pastrnak. Oh, another block shot. And then finally Boston will score. Pastrnak to Brad Marchand on the power play. Marchand's 20th goal of the season left in front of that and just beats Markstrom with 2:11 to go here in the first period. We're tied at 1. Now Chara coming in. Passes it to Bergeron. To Chara. Chara takes a shot. Great glove save by Markstrom. Could have been 2 goals in under a minute for Boston, but Jacob Markstrom with a huge glove save, keeping the game all tied at 1. One face off by Boston. Chara to the point. Chara looks to Pastrnak. To Pastrnak. Back to Marchand and scores. Boston coming on strong here in the second period, taking a 2-1 lead. 2 quick goals in the last minute have made it a 2-1 lead for Boston. Marchand's got both. His 20th and 21st. Now Boston looking to add to that. Again, Pastrnak around the boards. To Marchand. Back to Pastrnak. Pastrnak to Carlo. To Pastrnak. Good saving close by Markstrom. Now Oshawa coming back the other way. Here's Riley Smith, the goal scorer for Oshawa. Passes to Spurgeon. Spurgeon with a shot. And we're going to get a delayed penalty. And it's going to be a charging penalty to Brad Marchand. 6.4 seconds left to go here in the first period. 2-1 Boston. Oshawa on the power play. Their second of the night. Duchesne looks to win the faceoff, but doesn't. But Gore gets a quick shot. Oh, and nearly scores off the faceoff after Duchesne was tied up, but can't beat the glove of Tuukka Rask. And that'll pretty much expire the first period. Yep, that'll do it for the first period. And Oshawa did score first, Riley Smith, but it's Boston. Brad Marchand, 2 quick goals in under a minute in the final 2 minutes, giving Boston a 2-1 lead. Shots 15-8 in favor of Boston. As we begin to get the second period, Oshawa continues to be on the power play. Just about a minute 50 to go on the power play. Loses the face-off there. Now it's Corrali over to Chara. Smoked in the boards was Corrali by Brent Burns. Now Gord coming the other way to Toffoli. Great save by Rask on the one-timer. Now Duchesne going up against Corrali, not Bergeron. This is a good chance to win an offensive zone face-off. And he does. So Burns with a great shot, but it just hits the knob of the stick of Tuukka Rask and stays out. Now Giordano picks the puck up. He looks to Toffoli. Toffoli coming in, making a move, taking a shot. Easy save there for Tuukka Rask. Now Bergeron will dump it down. Minute to go left on the power play. Oshawa already 0 for 1 on the power play. Here's Burns. Burns sees Gord. Gord looking, he's got 3-on-2. Looking for Duchesne and Toffoli, but neither of them could get to the puck. Now Burns keeping it in. Or just keeping it at the red line. Drops it over to Gord. Gord takes a shot. Glove save there by Tuukka Rask. Rask has had to have been sharp on this power play, and he has been. Duchesne taking the face-off against Heinen. One by Burns. One by Duchesne. A shot by Burns, and then Matt Duchesne able to pounce on the rebound and tie this game at 2. Oshawa comes up big on the power play. Duchesne's 39th of the season. Team lead, and it's a face-off win by Duchesne. Dropped over to Brent Burns. Burns with the slapper, and then the rebound was lying there for Matt Duchesne, who pots in his 39th of the season. Let's take another look at that one. It's a face-off win. Burns with the shot. Rask tries to save it up high. Can't. Duchesne right there on the doorstep, and we're tied at 2. It's a 0-0 game, you could say. Duchesne's 39th from Burns. He won the face-off and then passed it to Burns, who took a shot. And then it was saved by Rask before the rebound was put in by Duchesne. Now Boston. We're in a tie game now. Tries to make a play around the board. There's Charlie McAvoy. Saved by Markstrom, who's been strong as well in the first period. Gets his first shot against him in the second period. Now Coyle to Krejci. Oh, tries to go to the touch pass, but he can't get through to the net. Now Henrique with Riley Smith. Over to Henrique, and that's going to be offside, but the puck doesn't cross the blue line. Now Boston's offside, so Oshawa has the time to resurface. There's Gustafsson behind the net. Gustafsson looking for an outlet pass, and he gets it stolen by Nordstrom. Nordstrom gets it stolen away from him, and it's a little bit of sloppy hockey, so to speak. Here's Smith, Riley Smith's brother. Passes over to McAvoy, to Smith! Saved by Markstrom, and we're going to get a line change. Brad Marchand, 1 goal away from the hat trick. He had those 2 goals, as we mentioned, at the end of the first period, which gave Boston then a 2-1 lead before Matt Duchene tied it quickly on the power play here in the second period. Now Carl Soderberg's line comes out there. Loses the faceoff, kept in by Boston. Moore at the point. Moore trying to make a move, gets in pass, tries to go in front of the net, but can't. It gets stolen. Now Boston takes another one, and then he scores after the giveaway. It's going to be Boston putting it in, giving their team a 3-2 lead. John Moore's 4th of the season, and that is going to be a week 1 that Jacob Markstrom's going to wish he had back. Now Oshawa again down 1. Moore from Carey on that one, his 4th of the season. 13:20 to go here in the second period. Here's Marchand looking to make a pass. Stolen by Giordano. To Toffoli. Toffoli to Gord. Gord tries to make another pass but can't. It's kept in by Duchene. Duchene tries to take a slap shot and he gets knocked off the puck. And here comes Boston on the other way. It's a 2-on-1. Pasternak with the shot. Saved by Markstrom. And then the rebound is covered up as well by Markstrom. 12 minutes to go here in the second period in a 3-2 tightly contested game where the Bruins have won the faceoffs 13-6 and lead 1-0. Won by Oshawa this time by Soderberg. Perreault over to Capo. Capo coming in. Tries to take a shot and it gets blocked. And then Perreault tries to get the rebound but he can't. Now Corrali gets the pass from Chera. Coming in is Boston. Boston Heinen takes a shot. Good save there. And then it's going to be a penalty. It looks like it's going to be a boarding call, and it will be a boarding call to Matt Borcheski and Boston, who's already scored on the power play once today, going back on the power play. 1 for 2, I should say, Boston. They did have that 5 minute. Great glove save by Markstrom on the quick shot there by Krejci. I was going to say Matt Borcheski, who took a 2-minute penalty there, leads the league in penalties with 181, now counted 183. A great glove save by Markstrom, who's been solid for the most part, other than that 3rd goal that he probably wished he had back. Now Burns gets it up to Henrique. Henrique and Soderberg go 2-on-2. Henrique goes to the net. Soderberg takes a shot. Glove save there by Rask. Now Boston coming back the other way. It's Krejci to Coyle. Coyle tries to pass in front, and he's going to get tripped up, and we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey. Four-on-4 after Daniel Heinen trips up the Oshawa player right there, and we're going to have some 4-on-4 hockey for about 1:15. Duchene looks to win the face-off. He does. Gustafsson tries to take a shot, and it's blocked by Marchand. Marchand makes the move. He's got Spurgeon. Tries to pass it back, and now he gives the puck away. Now it's Duchene with Spurgeon. Back to Duchene. Duchene can take a slap shot. Oh, and he just misses the net. Could have had his second on the night. Now Torrey Krug has it to Krejci. Krejci coming in. Looking. Stopping. Tries to take a move. Takes a shot, and hits off a body and goes wide. Now it's Anders Lee coming in on a 1-on-2. He's just going to take a shot, and it's going to go off a Boston player. Now Boston coming back the other way. It's Pasternak to Krejci. Back to Pasternak to Krejci. Krejci takes a shot. Easy save there for Markstrom, who covers up. 20 seconds left to go here on the 4-on-4. Adam Henrique takes the face-off and wins the face-off. Oshawa tries to pass it in front. Oh, and a terrible pass by Henrique. And it goes nearly in the back of the net. Bergeron was right there. But now it's Oshawa coming on the power play in about 10 seconds. But a quick shot is stopped by Tuukka Rask. Henrique out there with Gord against Bergeron. Face-off won by Henrique, but taken by Boston. Now Henrique drops it to Gord. Gord makes a move. coming in, takes a shot. Rebound there by Henrique. He can't beat the twine. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Oshawa looking to score, trying to tie the game up. Pass up to Gourde. Gourde looking for a player to pass to. He's got Toffoli. Toffoli with a shot. Rebound. Shoots. Henrique scores. Adam Henrique, Johnny on the spot. His 21st of the season. Tying the game on 3. And a great play by Yanni Gourde to drop it to Tyler Toffoli, who's coming in with a hot stick. 5 goals against Detroit. Takes a howitzer of a shot. It's stopped by Rask, but another rebound right there for Henrique, and a sprawling Tuukka Rask can't do anything about it as the puck's in the back of the net, folks. 3-all, 8:11 to go. Henrique's 21st from Toffoli and Gourde. Now Boston wins the faceoff. It's been a high-scoring game in this one. Heine to Bjork. Bjork trying to pass it back to the point. He does. He gets it to Crew. Crew gets a weak shot, but it gets through, and it's saved there by Markstrom. Now Boston has it again. Another save there by Markstrom. And Boston starting to put some pressure on Oshawa, who just tied the game with Adam Henrique's 21st. Corrali makes a pass in front, and it's stolen by Gourde. Now Gourde over to Toffoli. Toffoli gonna come in. Gonna take a shot. Ooh, and it's a good challenge and a good save there by Tuukka Rask. And another boarding call is going to be called on Oshawa, who smashes the guy in behind the net. Marchand behind the net. He's got 2 in the night. He'll look to make a move. He'll pass it in front to Heinen, to Corrali, to Bjork. Bjork keeping it, and they score on the delayed penalty. The screen beats Markstrom, and now we have ourselves a 4-3 game. Sean Corrali's 14th of the season on the delayed penalty has given Boston a 4-3 lead. Boston's going to have to find another chance to score. Henrique looking. Trying to pass to Burns. Burns shoots! What a response! Wow! The captain, Brett Burns. A beautiful goal there, tying the game at 4. What are we in for, folks? His 26th of the season, which is leading all defensemen. Coming in and getting a great saucer pass for Henrique, who's already got a goal in the night, and then it's Burns, just right from the pass, taking the quick shot, beating Tuukka Rask over the blocker to the top of the net, and it's 4-4. Just like that, Oshawa responds, and we have a tie game again. 5 scoring changes in this one so far. Now it's Henrique winning the face-off pass to Burns, to Henrique again, and Henrique gets knocked off the pass. Now Boston getting it in. And pass to the boards was Greisler to Moore. Giordano will get the puck out. And Boston, it seems like one team scores, the other team is able to respond, and responds quickly. Now Carey to Smith. Smith coming in. He's got some pressure. Passes over to Pasternak. Pasternak looks to take a shot, and it gets blocked off. The skate goes wild. There's Burns over to Riley Smith to Henrique. Henrique's been good tonight. Oh, and nearly gets another one. Giordano from the point, and it's an easy save there by Rask. But Henrique came in, and again, the knob of the stick of Tuukka Rask makes a key save to keep this game tied. Both first lines are out there with about a minute to go here in the second period. Faceoffs are now 16-12, 16-13. Gustafsson tries to make a pass, but can't. Now Boston knocks him off the puck. Gustafsson gets retrieved of it, but it's Marchand picking it up from Toffoli. Now Pasternak looking to pass to the point to Char. He does. Char somehow gets a pass that goes off the board and nearly off of Jacob Markstrom's stick in, but to no avail, as it's going to be a defensive zone to the right of Jacob Markstrom. Carl Soderberg loses the faceoff to Bergeron. Chara to Pasternak to Marchand to Caro to Chara to Marchand. Oh, and a good passing play there by Boston, but Markstrom is able to come up with a good save, sliding from post to post, and he's made about 24 saves on the night. Shots are 28-23 in favor of Boston in a tied 4-4 game. Final period. Now if Oshawa wins, they do clinch the Atlantic. If Boston wins, they do have hope. If Oshawa were to win in overtime or go to overtime, then it would still go to Oshawa. The Bruins are looking for a regulation win here. Now it's Bergeron to Marchand. got 2 in the night. Marchand to Krug. Back to Marchand. Oh, over to Bergeron. And it's kept out. Now it's Burns to Duchesne. Duchesne with Toffoli. Toffoli coming in, taking a shot, and a blocker save there by Rask. Now Krug over to Pastrnak, who gets smoked by Giordano. And then Gord gets smoked. Now it's Toffoli coming in. He's just going to dump it in, but can't really get it as it's hit off the body. Giordano has to come off because his helmet came off. And Boston coming back the other way. Marchand with a shot in the prime position, and he can't beat Markstrom. Now here's Duchesne coming in, taking a quick shot. Saved by Rask. Marchand had a great chance to beat Markstrom right there. Here's Henrique. Won the faceoff. He's been good on the faceoff draw. Gustafsson takes a shot. It hits off a body, and now Boston coming back the other way. Here's Krejci on the 2-on-1. Takes a shot. Rebound. There is no rebound. It's stolen by Jared Spurgeon. Now it's Henrique coming back the other way. Henrique looking, taking a shot. Great glove save there by Tuukka Rask. Henrique has had a whale of a game with a goal and assist, and he's had multiple chances for more. Henrique looking to win the offensive zone faceoff. This time he can't. Boston coming back the other way. It's Nordstrom. Nordstrom tries to dump it, but he gets knocked off the puck. So Gustafsson will pass up to Henrique. Henrique coming in there with his line mates. To Riley Smith. Riley Smith with a shot and scores! Riley Smith giving Oshawa that 5-4 lead. A huge goal. And again, another assist and another point for Adam Henrique. Riley Smith, second of the night. His 20th of the season is just a quick glove shot. A quick shot that beats the glove side of Tuukka Rask. And we are in a 5-4 lead with 14:16 to go. Smith from Henrique and Gustafsson. There's a face-off win by Soderberg, who drops it to Borcheski, who takes a quick shot and save there by Tuukka Rask. Highlight Riley Smith. He's been phenomenal, but also look at his line mate, Adam Henrique. He's been outstanding so far in this game. Tuukka Rask, 23 saves on 29 shots. On 28 shots, I should say. Here's Boston coming the other way. Nordstrom gets it stolen. Soderberg on a one-on-one with Chara. He looks like he can't make a play, so he passes it, and it's a save on Matthew Perreault, who is in a great scoring position. Both goalies have had to make key saves, but both goalies have also given up some weak goals as well. Duchesne looking to win the faceoff. He gets tied up with the faceoff draw and loses it. Now Boston gets it out of their own zone. It's picked up by Boston, who still has the puck. Looking to make a pass. It's stolen there by Toffoli. Toffoli coming in, taking a shot. Pad save. There is a rebound, but Boston's able to get it out. 11:36 to go in the third. Brent Burns gets the puck from around the net. Does a nice little toe drag. He's got Gord. Gord's looking for Duchesne. Can't get it as the big stick of the big man. So down Chara knocks the puck off. But then Mark Giordano with a good hit on Chara, who gets him to lose the puck. Now Burns coming back the other way. Burns looking for someone to pass to. He's got Gord. Gord coming in. He's a little too deep. So he drops it for Giordano, who takes a shot. And a glove save there by Rask. Now Boston coming back the other way. It's Pastrnak, who passes it to McAvoy. To Chara. Burns goes right into Chara and goes right through him. And now Oshawa coming back the other way. Here's Duchesne. Duchesne to Gord. Gord shoots. Scores! What a play from the Brent Burns hit on Zdeno Chara. Passing it up to Matt Duchesne. Over to Yanni Gord for his 20th of the year. That, my friends, is a highlight reel goal right there. Duchesne with a great pass there. Draw pass to Yanni Gord, who beats Tuukka Rask glove side, which seems to be his weakness tonight, as a lot of goals have come on the glove side of Tuukka Rask. Gord's 20th from Duchesne and Burns, but that play was all set up from Burns going right into Chara and flattening him like a freightway train. Woo woo! Now Spurgeon coming to Lee. Lee can take a quick shot. Going to go off a body and go wide. Now Pastrnak coming back the other way. Boston now down 2 to Marchand. Marchand takes a shot. Bergeron with the rebound. Can't beat Markstrom. Now it's Carlo in the corner. Back to Bergeron. Bergman to Krug to Bergman. The shot just goes wide. Now Oshawa picks up the puck, and they're able to move the puck out of the net. Here's Riley Smith looking for that hat trick. Ooh, and it's a glove save there by Rask. Now Krug to Bergman to Bjork. Bjork coming back the other way. It's stolen by Borcheski, who passes it up to Soderberg. Now Soderberg. Nice spinorama. Tries to get one defenseman. He does. But Boston got a second guy right there to knock the puck off. Then Bjork with a shot. Corrali with a shot. A couple block shots. And then another shot. And it just misses the net. Now Soderberg able to get out to Riley Smith, who passes it to Perreault, but Perreault gets it stolen. Boston coming back the other way. Corrali taking a shot. Saved in close by Markstrom. The puck's just lying there. Bjorkski gets it stolen by Heinen. Heinen over to Miller. Back to Heinen. Over to Miller. Back to Heinen. To Bjork. Bjork takes a shot. Good pass save. Another rebound. And another great save there. There's Perreault coming in. Looking to make a move. Can't make a move. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Boston down 2. The Atlantic Division, in the hopes of Oshawa, look like they could win their first division title in their first season. 1:04 to go. There's more. Oh, another great save there by Markstrom. Now they get it out. Spurgeon to Soderberg. Soderberg to Perreault. Perreault looking back to Capo, but he can't get through. Perreault keeps it on the puck. Looking to Capo and scores! And now we'll put the nail in the coffin on this one. Rookie sensation Capo gets his 18th goal of the season. A good play by Matthew Perreault from behind the net, able to get it to Capo. The assist also to Carl Soderberg. Capo's 18th of the season should put this one out of reach. 50 seconds to go. Boston dumps it in. They're looking for a dump and chase, but they got no one to go chase for. Now it's to Foley. Passing it out wide to Gourde. Gourde coming out. Coming past, looking for Duchesne. Oh, and it goes almost through the legs of Tuukka Rask. Final 2 games against New Jersey and St. Louis here in Oshawa at the Brazzers.com Arena. But Oshawa is going to solidify the Atlantic Division title and at least second place in the Eastern Conference. They still have a chance to win, but they're going to need the Penguins to lose the next 2 games, and Oshawa still has that quick chance of getting that first place seeding. Right now they're locked in at least to the 2. Boston will play in the own division against some other Atlantic Division team. I couldn't tell you who yet because they haven't clinched. Marchand had those 2 goals early in the first, but then was neutralized for most of the rest of the game. And Henrique, who's been a star, definitely in my books the first star, scores again! Oh my goodness! When this game was out of reach, Adam Henrique said, I'm going to add another point to my point total for tonight's game. His second of the night, his 22nd of the season, makes it 8-4 for Oshawa, who came to this period tied at 4s. Oshawa scored 4 goals in this period. This one assisted by Anders Lee and Riley Smith. This second line has been phenomenal for Oshawa, who double up the Bruins after being tied through the first 2 periods of that game. Oshawa scores 4 goals in the third, and there you go. Adam Henrique gets that first star nod with 2 goals, 3 assists, and Riley Smith, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 hits, is the second star with Brent Burns. A huge game, a goal and 2 assists, 7 hits, including one that set up a beautiful goal from Burns smashing into Chara over to Duchesne. Duchesne dropping it to Foley, which then led to be the game-winning goal. So it's the Bruins losing, and it's the Y that goes right under the NHL32, clinching the division with the Devils and the Blues coming up. It's going to be an exciting finish as we head into the playoff run for this first franchise season. You got a couple teams in the Devils and the Blues who are decent teams. You know, the Devils I think are out of it, but let's take a look at the standings before we log off. Oshawa, first place of the division, and then you have Florida and Tampa Bay. So it looks like it's going to be the Bruins against the Panthers in the Atlantic Division, the 2 and the 3. Oshawa locked into at least that 1 or 2 spot with the Penguins, who lost another game. So Oshawa has a chance to win the Eastern Conference if they can win the next 2 games, and Oshawa and Pittsburgh to lose their last one. Then you see all the other teams are pretty much lined up except for the Islanders and the Maple Leafs, who are battling it out for the final spot in the playoffs. So it could be the Tampa Bay Lightning against Oshawa, it could be the Islanders, or it could be the Toronto Maple Leafs. You'll have to stay tuned and find out as we head into a playoff push. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.